and welcome to the year of green snake. It's going to be a very exciting year for divine partners or twin flames. It's going to be a year of grand awakening as well. As you guys know, a snake symbolizes wisdom, awakening, and shedding the old skin. So humanity is going to step into a new level of consciousness, just like the earth is moving towards 5D. And because of all of these energies that's happening, twin flames are also meant to come into physical union together in the year 2025. I feel that majority of twin flames will be in their mission, because this is the time that Mother Earth is transitioning to 5D frequency, and she needs all the twin flames, light workers, and as many as possible, because this is a very crucial time for the earth. And Spirit is telling me that not everyone is going to be able to transition, because the energies are going to be very different. The frequency is not going to be the same. A lot of people are even going to lose their jobs, because I see that with the upcoming technologies, there's going to be new ways of doing things. And I feel that this 5D frequency is also going to bring actually new roles, that people who lost their job, they can actually take on these new roles that are going to be created with the 5D energies. And I know that a lot of people say that technology is evil and is not good, but actually it's going to help humanity. And of course, with everything new, there's always going to be the bad and the good. Some people might be using it for good, and some people might be using it for the bad. Now, when it comes to the twin flame energy, what I'm exactly seeing here is that the feminine, right now, the feminine energy that I'm seeing, she has been awakened. So right now in 2025, it's going to be the time when the feminine is going to be more in a leadership position, whereas 2024 was a lot more masculine energy because of the dragon. So the dragon has the yang energy, which means the masculine, and the snake has the yin energy, which is the feminine. Now, what happens when the feminine energy comes into the leadership is that there's going to be a balance happening, the balance between the energies. But why all of this is happening? We have to take a look at what is happening on Mother Earth, because she had changed her magnetic poles. So that means that electromagnetics in earth has changed the position between the masculine and feminine. That's why 2025 is also going to be a year of the feminine as opposed to the masculine energy. Now, this is because all of these alignments are happening simultaneously, and also with our solar system as well. If you guys notice, there's changes happening. The sun sorry guys, the sun is also changing its electromagnetic fields, and there's going to be a switch between the negative and the positive. So remember that the negative is the feminine and the positive is the masculine energy, the dark and the light. This is the dance of the light and the dark that has been going on for eternity. Now, what is happening internally for the divine feminine? I feel that she just wants to see things in a 3D. She wants the manifestation of her dreams coming into 3D. But so far, it could be that everything has been very much in 5D, or perhaps not so much happening in the 3D. So I feel that the divine feminine really wants to see her wishes comes true in form of 3D, and bringing it into the material world. This is what her intention is, and this is what she wants. And especially when it comes to the masculine, she wants to see him, she wants to feel him. And if there has been separation, I feel that she has been able to work on herself and reaching that spiritual level where she's ready to come into physical union with her masculine, because both of them are going to pursue a mission together. Now, both of them separately had a soul mission, and I feel that has been fulfilled, and now it's time to come together. I feel that for the masculine energy, what they're saying here is that they're being encouraged by spirit to follow their heart, because it has been perhaps decades or even years that they have been perhaps we could say pursued by the mainstream media, that they need to follow what their mind is telling them. And I feel that at some point also there has been so much information that the mind of the masculine could have been getting poisoned, we could say, or it has been overloaded with a lot of information, that there was no space for the heart. And I feel that, you know, he has been in a survival mode as opposed to thriving. And 2025 is going to give the masculine also the opportunity to move forward and also balance the energies within himself as well, because he has been in this masculine energy for long and has not been embracing the feminine. And that's why in the physical they couldn't come into union, because he was not embracing or rejecting the feminine energy within himself, because there has been perhaps some old template where people were saying that the masculine needs to be always tough, and they shouldn't be showing any feelings, they shouldn't be crying, they shouldn't be vulnerable, and things like that. So, and also the number 9 represent the completion. I feel that a karmic cycle for humanity is ending, and therefore this karmic cycle for each of the energies are also ending. So we will take a look at that as well and see what is happening. So you guys see where I'm going with this, because I'm trying to explain that when the earth is moving towards the 5D, and so is the masculine and feminine, but they need to be in a physical union in order to do that, in order to step into their mission. Okay, so let's start, and we'll see what is exactly happening for both of the energies. Just let me move the camera a little bit down. Okay, what do we have here? We have fall apart. Okay. All right, and we also have pay attention. There is an eye here, and we also have spirit to matter. I feel like this is exactly the energy of the feminine. She wants to bring from spirit into matter, as above so below. She wants to get these good things that she has been working on for such a long time. It's like a jewels, it's like these treasures, and she's like, I deserve that, I want this, I want to get them, it's mine, I want to have this. And I feel like she's going to get it, what she wants. And we also have perseverance. We have the sun and wow, we also have the green snake. Look at that, forbidden fruits, and there's an apple here. Okay, so let's move it. Sorry guys, just give me a second. Okay, and yeah, let's continue. We'll get a little bit more, and we also have start fresh. Okay, all the zodiacs are here. All the 12 zodiacs, they are here. The constellations, and we also have breathe in your trueness. We have a unicorn energy coming as well, and what else? We also have lessons in blood, and I feel that this is the karmic cycle that's ending for both of them. Okay, so I feel that I'm going to get 2 more cards from this other deck, and and then we'll start. Oh my goodness, we also have the Judgment. Wow, it's beautiful. This is the energy of the masculine and feminine. And we also have the number 119, and we will put it here and see. Okay, so what is it that I'm seeing here is that, first of all, I feel that, you know, this connection that the masculine feels with the feminine, sometimes feels like a taboo. Maybe for some of you guys it's because society doesn't really accept it. Maybe, you know, these are the old templates that we all kept hearing, that about this story about Adam and Eve, that, you know, Eve gave the apple to Adam, and that's why, you know, they've been thrown out of the heaven. However, Spirit is telling me that that this is an old template story, and both feminine and masculine are going to get out of that. And why is it saying forbidden fruit? Is because I feel that this is something that the society says no. It could be that because masculine and feminine are from different cultures, different backgrounds, different, even having an age gap, and something that society just frown upon it and doesn't really accept it really well. So I feel that right now, what is happening with these cycles that are ending, we are living all of these things that they have been telling us, the lies that they've been telling us behind. And what they're saying about you look at the snake, right? This is a green snake, and they're saying that this is the year of green snake, which means that humanity is going to shed the skin and shed all of these old ideas. It's going to be gone. It's going to be over. These karmic cycles for both masculine and feminine will be ending, and I feel like it has caused them a lot of bloodshed. Like I feel like it has caused them a lot of maybe like killing, like people could have been killed because of that, or people could have been sent to prison or whatever. I feel like it's just really outdated ideas that that I feel like it could have been even deceptions. Like there has been some lies behind these stories that they kept telling us, and I feel that we are going to move beyond that. Basically, masculine and feminine are going to realize that these were all lessons, but they were all lessons in blood. And why they're saying in blood? Because it has cost really to humanity to finally get that, to finally understand that, and to finally overcome all of these outdated templates. So, you know, when it says lesson in blood, it means also is ancestral. It's something that it has been in the blood of our ancestors, that that perhaps the certain relationships have been forbidden. Even, you know, in a previous, let's say, lifetimes, it could be that there was a social status gap between the masculine and feminine. There could have been so many reasons that I feel like it's ending right now, and they are going to be able to move forward in 2025. So this is what they are saying. I really love this actually, this card actually with the forbidden fruit, and Spirit is saying that you are actually allowed to eat this fruit. Why? Because the story that says Adam and Eve were thrown out of heaven was not true. It was made up. And what they tell me is that actually Adam and Eve were given the choice, and they wanted, it was by choice, it was by will that they wanted to experience the material world. So that's why they come here. And I feel that the forbidden fruit is not going to be the forbidden fruit anymore. I feel that for a lot of you guys that you thought, oh, this is a taboo, I shouldn't be doing this, oh my God, why am I feeling this? But then, you know, I feel that there was a reason that you were drawn into this so-called forbidden fruit. And you know, what Spirit also tell me is that in the spirit world, there's no such a thing as taboo, or there's no such a thing as. So basically there was a tree, and but they also tell me that possibly the fruit might have not been apple. However, here of course is based on the story is an apple, but they're saying that whatever that this forbidden fruit was, it was actually something that Adam and Eve decided to explore, but perhaps there was a warning that, okay, if you want to explore that, then just so you know, you're going to be going into the material world. So I feel like they made a decision to do that, but of course, you know, once they come here, there were a lot of issues in terms of relationships. They experience a lot of trauma, but all of them has been about learning their lessons, because there was this karmic cycle that needed to end. So remember that this was not a punishment. Okay, a lot of people are under this impression that this is a punishment. It was not a punishment, and unfortunately it has been misinterpreted as that, and a lot of people feel guilty about it when they are in a relationship with their divine counterpart, that maybe some of you guys are in a karmic and you feel that, oh, this is really bad, and you feel guilty. So do not feel guilty. Okay, that's what they are saying, and it was just part of the lesson that's ending. And but also, you know, for feminine energy, what they are saying is that she has been working really hard in her spiritual journey, and she has been able to embrace herself, embrace also her inner child, and a lot of mother wound that maybe even if you're a masculine or feminine, doesn't really matter, but I feel like there has been a lot of healing that she has done on herself in order to love herself, because of all of this guilt that they have been putting on divine feminine for you know, for centuries, for even decades. She has all of these mother issues, or we could say a lot of inner child issues that she needed to heal, and it took her maybe really like lifetime, or even like really long time in order to get here. And I feel that the divine feminine is saying that you know, she's ready to reap the rewards. She really wants to bring all of these spirit, all of this energy of love that she feels into the matter, and they are coming as these jewels. You see, they're coming as all of these jewels, and I feel like these are the jewels of her heart. They're not maybe exactly the material jewels, but these are the jewels of her soul that are coming from spirit into the matter. And I feel that yes, you know, part of it is the love that she feels for the masculine. I feel that also for some of you guys, it could be that you have a daughter. I mean, there's a lot of like that mother energy is coming from the feminine. If you guys notice, this shows that she's definitely embracing all of the feminine energy within her, whereas maybe in the past she was in kind of like a denial of it, and did not want and did not love herself. That's also important. Because I feel like these are all referring to self-love for her as well. And now that's like more of like a feminine energy that I'm seeing. Now for the masculine energy, I feel that they have, their lives have been fallen apart. The masculine has been into this deep sleep because of every structure in his life has been destroyed, but in order to be reconstructed, but he needed to also rest. He needed to also, he perhaps needed to actually be in this state of sleeping and not being awakened, because he needed to recharge himself after he this falling apart has been happening. And I see that, you know, this is the aftermath after the tower that has happened to him. And what they're saying is that in the 2025, I feel that, you know, he's going to follow his intuition. His third eye chakra is opening up, but it's also green. Sorry guys, just a second. So the third eye chakra, and it says pay attention. So I feel like he's just paying attention to what the spirit is trying to tell him at this time. He's getting awakened. I feel like the masculine is getting awakened. However, he needed some rest. Okay, so if there has been no communication between you and them, that means that they just needed to recharge their batteries, because their whole life that they have built themselves has been fallen apart. Nothing was left. So they thought that they're done. They thought that maybe they're dying, but that was not the case. They're just being awakened by spirit. And we also have to pay attention. And you see there is a green leaf here, and there's an eye, and it's all green color. If you guys notice, there's a lot of green energy, which is again referring to the year of snake, because it's the year of grand awakening. The third eye chakra is also referring to the global awakening. People are paying attention to the media, to what is happening around them. They are seeing the truth. The truth is being revealed. So the masculine is seeing that. And I feel like he has been searching for it. He has been looking within himself to see what is exactly happening, because what he has been realizing is that perhaps, you know, he needs to start from the beginning. He needs to start fresh. Perhaps there has been this fall that he thought he can never build again. He can never build that house. He can never, you know, build himself back into, you know, what he had. However, this new fresh that they are showing, I feel like it's going to be even better than what he thought is going to be. So he has been digging in as well, and he has been wanting to have this start fresh with the feminine, and this is what he's going to have in the year 2025. So it's beautiful. And we also, with the green energy, also remember that there's a lot of heart chakra and opening as well that I'm seeing. It's almost like, you know, the heart has the eye. The heart also can see, and things are getting revealed. So with the start fresh, you know, he feels like after this fall apart, then he needs to basically not only start fresh in his own life, but also start fresh with the divine feminine. And we also have breathe in your trueness. So he has been awakened to his true self. But I also feel like this is for both. Both masculine and feminine have been open up to their true self. Just like this unicorn, it's almost like, you know, it's coming out of this book. And, you know, sometimes we think that, okay, we are just a very ordinary horse, but then all of a sudden we realize, oh my goodness, I'm actually a unicorn. So you see, I feel like both of them are realizing that they have extremely unique abilities and gifts that they didn't realize that they were not true to themselves, or they couldn't see themselves before that in order to embrace it. And I feel like this is something that they have been teaching each other, how to be true to yourself, or becoming true to yourself, because I feel like it's almost like both of them have been wearing a mask before that. Perhaps not because it was not something that they wanted to do, but something that they were forced by society. This is beautiful. I really love the unicorn as well. And you know, with this card, oh, and I also forgot about the perseverance, because they're saying that the feminine has been really like pushing, like really she has not been given up, because she knew that the sun is gonna come, that she's going to get nurtured by the divine masculine. So she has been waiting for these clouds to go away so she can basically get nurtured by the sun energy. because the sun has that masculine, and the clouds are going away, and she feels like she's gonna get what she needs from the sun. And that's why she has been preserving. She has not been maybe even dating, maybe even going out with others. But even if she does, it doesn't really matter. She never gave up on the connection for whatever reason. Maybe she got into the point that she wanted to, but then somehow she was redirected back to the masculine. And and I feel like also the masculine is right now could be feeling these solar flares and all of the changes that's happening in the solar system as well. I feel that also the feminine is making a wish. She's making a wish about the masculine, and we'll see how's that coming into the matter, from spirit into the matter, from as above so below kind of an energy. Of course, this is a Leo, and they're saying that this is still the year 2024 energy, but we know that, you know, the sun came out, right? The sun is not, you know, it's something that my dad always told me, was that the truth is always going to come out, just like the sun is not going to always be hidden behind the clouds. So and so is the union between these two energies that they are showing here. I mean, this is the judgment, and it's number 20. And look at the angels. They're saying that these two are coming because there is a common mission here. And the common mission is this child, but it's not a physical child for some of you guys. This is actually the energy of the new earth. However, for some, this could be a rainbow child, because as we know, the children of twin flames are also going to be powerful, are also going to be rainbow children, are also going to be the ones that are going to change the world in some ways. So I feel that this is the new earth, or this is the new world that the masculine and feminine both are giving birth into. So because we have both of them, we have both of the energies that are creating this, because the earth needs both energies. If one is missing, there cannot be a child. So if there's only a masculine, there's no child. If there's only a feminine, there's no child. But when two come together, there is child. And by child, I mean something new that's coming from both of the energies. And that could be, and I feel like strongly that this is the new earth that's coming out. Very, very beautiful. And we could also say that this is the new consciousness that humanity is going to experience. It's very new. It's like this child, it's like a newborn child. It has this newness in it, and it's blessed by the heavens. Very, very beautiful energies, guys. And let's continue and see what else they are saying about these energies that are coming. Beautiful. All of the constellations are also being shown here. So I feel like, you know, they talk about that this karmic cycle ended, because look at the phases of the moon here as well, and look at the tree. And the tree says that this is not something that could have been happening only in this lifetime. They're saying that it was rooted. It was just like an ancestral kind of a wound that both of them have been able to heal. Okay. So, sorry guys, give me a second. Okay, so so far, you know, what they're telling me is that these old templates are falling, and the new ones are going to be coming. And also with this one, I forgot to mention that this is a new template for the new earth, that masculine and feminine both are going to embody that. Okay, so also pay attention to the numbers as well. Because if numbers comes out, because they could be also referring to the year number 9 or the year of Virgo. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna get some tarot for you guys. We have the sun, another confirmation, and there's an eye here. Wow, very beautiful. And I see that this is the eye of Ra, the god, you know, the Egyptian god of sun. And I feel that this is very much aligned with the one that we got. So we got a confirmation right away after that. So we have the sun. We have the sun energy. Look at that. This is beautiful. And look at the eye. So I feel like this is very, very interesting, and we are going to talk about this and what it means really, because this sun is quite specific. It's not only showing me the sun, it's also showing me the sun and the moon, and there's an eye here, which I see that, as I said, the eye of Ra. Okay. Sorry guys, my voice is a little bit funny. I'm still recovering. Okay, we also have Spirit of Wands, and that's the feminine. She's surrounded by these crystals, by this amethyst. I feel like this is very Virgo energy kind of that I see. And we also have Lord Ganesha, and you know, there's a snake here. So we'll see what all of these means. Okay, we also have Two of Pentacles. We also have the Seven of Wands. Wow, there is a green, what is that? Is that a green snake, or looks like a green tree? But there is a Two of Swords. Okay, very interesting energies. Wow, we also have the Lord of Cups. We also have the Lady of Swords. We also have the Master of Secrets, or this is the Magician energy. We also have the Lady of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the Three of Wands. Okay. Quite powerful cards. And we also have the Innocent, and this is a snake. Wow, look at that. This is quite powerful. Okay. And I think that I'm going to read this for you guys, but then I will clarify. So embrace yourself. Brace yourself, because this is going to be quite long. So go get your coffee, because I feel like there's a lot going on, and that we need to cover it here. Okay, so what is happening here is that, first of all, let's take a look at this eye, because the eye is very, very coming out strongly here. And you know, this is the all-seeing eye of God, or you know, they're showing, of course, in this one that I see, the eye of Ra. Now, what does that mean is that, you know, of course, the sun has that masculine energy. Where's the sun? Oh my goodness, I brought the sun, but then where did I put it? Oh yeah. So, you know, the sun has the masculine energy, and I feel that this is very interesting, guys, because what they're saying is that actually the masculine cannot complete this mission without the feminine. Hold on a second, guys. Oh my goodness, so sorry guys. Oh my god, I'm still trying to recover from this that I got, and I haven't been sick for a while. Okay, so the mission that they are saying for them, it cannot be completed without the feminine. And why I say that is, look at these cards. There's the sun and the moon, and I feel like the masculine is realizing that if he wants to achieve this, that something that the spirit is, you know, pushing him towards, like he's saying, like, hey, pay attention to this. You need to open your eyes, not your, you know, physical eyes, but your intuition towards what exactly is happening right now. And what they're saying is that this masculine energy needs to be balanced with the feminine. Otherwise, the union cannot happen for both. Otherwise, this new earth cannot happen, or this new child cannot, you know, come into the 3D world just by itself, or just by the masculine energy, or just by the feminine. But I feel like the focus is so much on the masculine realizing that, so then he can join with the feminine in this mission. Now, the eye of Ra was also very protective. As you know, people use it for protection. And in a way, I feel that the masculine has always been watching the feminine. And in a way, he has always been, actually, he never left her. Because if you look, the sun is always here and, you know, helping this flower, this dandelion flower to flourish. And he's very happy because I feel like he's realizing that his presence is also important to the feminine. Whereas I feel like in the past, maybe he also felt like, you know, his role is not important, or maybe, you know, he should just be doing things by himself, or just not bothering with that. But I also feel like, you know, in his heart, he also realized that he really wanted to see this flower to flourish. So you see how the sun is very happy. And what they're also saying is that the sun never stays behind the cloud. It always comes out. So is the masculine. The masculine always comes back to the feminine. You see the sun and the moon, the dark and the light. It's impossible that these two energies won't come back together. They just belong to each other. And I feel that this is exactly what they are saying here with the sun energy. Wow, beautiful. I really love that. And so this is what they are saying about this energy. Now, if we take a look at, because I feel like the masculine has also quite a lot of insights, let's say, to the relationship as well. And what else they're saying is that he basically is allowing himself allowing himself to feel all kinds of feelings right now. But look at the way that he's just, and look at, it looks like, you know, the Lord of Cups of course is King of Cups. But you see, his cup is getting full by this by some parts of his like body, which to me looks like the moon, and to me looks like intuition. So, you know, Spirit is saying that he couldn't fill up her cup because he didn't know how to do for his own. So I feel like he needed to learn how to fill his own cup. And that was just not possible if he was not listening to his intuition, because he kept repeating things that they were just not working out. Why? Because he just needed that you know, ingredient was missing, which was the intuition. So, you know, with the Magician card or the Master of Secrets, he has this understanding that, you know, in the past he was a wizard, in the past he was a magician. He actually knew how to use energy and bring it into the material world, but something was missing. I feel like he had all the elements except for the intuition or for the cup. and he learned how to do it. I feel like he, in 2025, I feel like he precisely know what to do in order to manifest this love for himself, because I feel like in the past, something was missing. But why was it missing? Because the society was telling him that, being a magician is evil, or if you cannot have that much power, we are powerless, we are nobody, we are nothing. And I feel like he has lost his word in a way, even though we have been living in a very masculine oriented kind of a society, but they have been also portraying him as powerless. Powerless in a way that he cannot do everything that he wants. He just have to follow what society tells, otherwise they are going to execute him, otherwise they are going to get rid of him. But now he's realizing that he's actually this magician, and he actually knows that, he has been doing this for many, many lifetimes, and all of these gifts are also coming back to him. You see how his hands are open, and he's like, I can manifest this love, I can do this. It was just missing. But he's realizing that, and I feel like it's also happening on a global scale as well. Like, people are realizing that they are this magician, that they're powerful, they can make changes, but it has to start from within. It has to start from the individual, so then we can see that in the world. And I feel that also the masculine energy, something is transcending right now. Look at the snake, and the snake has that yin energy, but why do we have Lord Ganesha here? Is that you see how he has this seed in his hand, and in a way they're saying that there was something that was like an obstacle, or we could say a lesson in blood for the masculine and feminine that is coming to an end. So they are transmuting all of these energies into something new, and that's why we also have the Lord Ganesha, because he's the one that is going to cut things, cut the ties, cut the karmic cycle. It's like a new one for humanity. And you see the snake is almost like breathing this fire, and I feel like this is the holy fire. This is the energy. This is something that's coming specifically from the feminine, that and also in a way she has been depicted in history as evil, whereas it's not. A lot of in Western culture, if you guys realize, the snake is very much has a bad reputation. However, in Eastern cultures, snake is very much reverent and very sacred. So I feel that humanity, I look at the mouse here too, right? Like, they're saying that it's almost like humanity have been in this kind of like a position where they thought like they're powerless, but now they are shedding that old skin just like the snake. But it's more than that. There's this holy fire around that's coming out. And interesting enough, there's a plane with Lord Ganesha. So what else they're telling me is that there's going to be some abilities for humanity that they're going to discover that in the year 2025. Perhaps there's going to be technologies when it comes to space, or when it comes to like they're referring things that flies, like airplanes especially. So there's going to be technologies, improvement of technologies, especially air technologies that they are showing here. But also they're saying that these technologies are going to be coming into 3D with the snake, because the snake has that earthy energy in it. And also with Virgo, if you guys know, Virgo also have that energy because it's an earth sign. So extremely powerful energies. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. Okay. And also, of course, we have the innocent, or we have you know, this is the Fool, right? This is the Fool. They're saying that this is the potential. This is an egg that the snake is protecting it. You see, the snake is the feminine energy. She's not going to let anyone come to this egg because there's this full potential for the world that she wants to see, and she's going to protect it. She's going to protect it. And I feel that the year 2025 is, we are going to see the egg hatching, just like the new energies that are coming. And people are going to realize that they've been lied to about so many things, about history, about the stories, the story of Adam and Eve, the story about the snakes, the story that they, you know, that it has been around, but just to manipulate us and not to allow us to understand the sacred knowledge. Because in sacred knowledge, if you guys take a look, then you will realize what the symbology of snake really means. However, it has been manipulated, you know, in a way that some people see it as evil. However, this is not. And so that's the potential that they are saying is coming out. This is the full energy. Just, but you see, it says the innocent, and that's the egg, and that's the egg that they're showing. Very, very beautiful. This is the year 2025 that is coming out. For both masculine and feminine, and also for the world, because say so. I feel that also the other thing that they're saying now, let's get into feminine energy, what they are saying here as well, because with the feminine we have so many also interesting energies that are coming. What they're saying is that divine feminine has been doing a lot of work on herself. She has learned how to use crystals. She has learned how to communicate with the stars and the cosmos, how to channel the energies. And all of this is because of this fire, because of this twin flame awakening that has happened to her. And but also, you know, they're saying that she also needed to balance the energies as well. In a way, when divine feminine balances the energies within herself, she's also balancing the energies in Mother Earth as well, because the body of divine feminine is directly connected to Mother Earth, but especially to the trees. And that's why we have the 12 Pentacles in this way, because they're saying that when she's out of balance, then, you know, it's almost like the earth goes out of balance, and vice versa. So she also needed to learn all of these lessons, and she needed to be, you know, perhaps by herself, just like this card that's showing. And to me, this looks like very much like a Virgo energy that's coming out. And so that's that. And we also have the Two of Swords here, that I feel like, you know, this is the choice. This is the choice not only for humanity, but also for the masculine and feminine. And I don't know what it is, guys, but for some reason, I see this tree as almost like a snake, but with branches, but it's also a tree. And there's an airplane here. And I feel like, and if you guys take a look, the plane is moving, and this, like, it looks like it's getting the plane almost. And I feel like what it is saying is that there's something that the spirit is trying so hard to get the masculine attention, and ultimately, this is also the choice that both need to make. But I feel like specifically the divine feminine needs to make that decision of what she really wants to happen when it comes to this connection. And also perhaps this is on an individual level, but then on a global level it's also going to affect the whole world, or it's going to change the world. This decision is going to be very important for the divine feminine. And I feel that the masculine, if he has been traveling anywhere, by plane, he's gonna be guided to, it's almost like the feminine is, bringing him back to herself. But it's not, it's almost like, yeah, and I feel like strongly that this is, spirit trying to get his attention. Maybe when he's traveling, he's just sees her name, or it's almost like everywhere he goes, he's getting all of these signs from the universe, and it's absolutely crazy. I want to see what this Two of Swords actually is, but I will explore all of these on the membership site too, because I feel like we're not gonna have like a more time to explore that here. We also have the Lady of Pentacles. Very, very interesting. And of course, this is, to me, is a Queen of Pentacles. But it's very special because we have the statue of Venus here, and we have the roses, and we have the book, and we also have the sun and the moon. And it's almost like the feminine needed to get access to something in order to bring all of these energies here on earth, but she didn't have access to this before. It could be sacred knowledge, it could be something that she didn't know that even she was looking for it, but she got access to it. But she got access to it because she needed that in order to also balance the energies within herself, and also to love herself, because there has been a lot of shaming on the divine feminine body, and even the way she looks like, or some people say, oh, you're fat, or you're too thin, or you're this and that. And it took her a very long time to actually love herself. So I feel like both of the energies are coming along. Like it's been such a long journey for both, but they are making it to the union together. Right, they're making it to this union. And we also have the Seven of Wands, and look at this place, which looks like a palace. And what I'm really seeing is that I feel like this is like a dream for both. Also, it's a location or a place that both of them used to live, maybe even in many, many lifetimes before. Somewhere that they used to live, it's almost like they want to go back to that place, or they want to bring that energy back, energy of, being each other's king and queen. Not to mention that some could have been even in those positions in a previous lifetime together as well. But I'm seeing a palace. I'm seeing that they are going to make their own kingdom, and move to that place, move to that house. That's another thing that they're telling me here. So very, very interesting. And look at this card as well. Look at this card as well. And, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the masculine and feminine. And I feel like, it's almost like Spirit was saying, okay, you cannot enter this forest without certain knowledge. Why? Because when you enter this darkness, you need to have mastered certain things. Or it's almost like Spirit is saying there's going to be transformation happening once you two meet. And I feel like in 2025, masculine and feminine are going to be given the rite of the passage. Okay, they're going to be able to pass through the forest, to pass through the darkness and go towards the light. But they've been stopped before, I feel like they've been stopped before, but there was a good reason. I feel like, they needed to perhaps get some experience, or learn certain lessons before proceeding. But you see, they're getting ready to pass. But also see that there's an obstacle, and there's like this big, look like a spirit, like almost saying like this. It could be like a spirit of the forest, also like saying like, you're not you're not ready to go, or only you can pass if you have learned your lessons together, but they're together. So I feel like 2025 is like, okay, they are going to get that permission to finally pass through that darkness, through that dark forest, we could say. And we are going to get more actually cards and see what is like, get some clarification on these. Oh wow, right away we have the egg again, we have the 10 of cups. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and we also have the Moon Chariot, and we also have the 10 of Swords, we also have the 9 of Wands. Okay. We also have the 2 of Wands. So we are going to explore this on the membership site, because I feel like it's just going really, really on a deeper layers. And let's get like some last ones and see. Okay, we also have the Page of Wands. Okay, we also have Saint Germain, and it's number 9. Oh my goodness. We also have the Ace of Cups, and we have El Moria. Wow, beautiful. We also have the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like it's almost like, they are getting the rewards of their hard work, because look at the way that masculine is offering his cup of love, right? He's just like handing it to the feminine. It's beautiful. And we also have Saint Germain with a violet flame. Okay, my loves. And oh, there was something else. Oh my goodness. And we also have the feminine with the 4 of Pentacles. Look at her chakras that are getting aligned here. I feel like it's like both of them are basically ready. Saint Germain, the feminine energy, the masculine, and oh, and also we also had the Page of Wands here as well, and the 8 of Pentacles, which we will talk about it on the membership site. And I hope that you guys got some information about the year of snake that's coming up, the year number 9 that's being showed up. And in a way, it looks like the Hermit energy as well. I would say that the Saint Germain, but of course he's the he's the ascended master that's being showed up. And I feel like he has a message for twin flames that I'm seeing here. And look at the key, but it's almost like he's giving this key to the twin flames because they are ready to move forward with these energies that they are showing here. Okay, my loves, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm sending you guys so much love.